Our area is experiencing another increase in growth. Find out how St. Lucie County is planning to manage that next on Inside St. Lucie. Hello and welcome to this edition of Inside St. Lucie, SLC TV's monthly government affairs show. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County. And on today's show, we're going to talk about planning and development services with my guest, the Planning and Development Services Director, Maite Santamaria, and St. Lucie County Commission Vice Chair, Franny Hutchison. But before we meet our guests, here's some upcoming events and announcements from the Board of County Commissioners. The Oxbow Eco Center has 6 different summer camps available from June 6th through July 29th, focusing on eco art, Lego robotics, archery, and outdoor nature explorations. Designed for ages 6 to 16, camps run Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration is $200 per week per student. More information and registration is available under the Summer Camps tab at oxboweco.com or by calling 772-785-5833. The Oxbow Eco Center is a St. Lucie County Environmental Learning Center located at 5400 Northeast St. James Drive in Port St. Lucie. Now for the latest updates about all St. Lucie County Commission meetings, workshops, and events, be sure to visit our website at stlucieco.gov and click on our comprehensive calendar. And if you'd like to be added to our press release distribution list, send us an email at pio@stlucieco.org. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with the latest economic development stats with another St. Lucie Works. For the 11th consecutive month, St. Lucie County's tourism revenue continued to set record numbers, with February's bed tax collection coming in 56% higher than February of 2021, with private vacation rentals making up 25% of that increase. Year to date, tourist tax collections are 69% higher than fiscal year 2021 and 37% higher than 2020. Overall building activity in the unincorporated area of St. Lucie County remained steady in February, with 1,012 permits submitted compared to January's 1,052 permits. Valuations and revenues were above normal for that same time frame. The housing market continues to grow in St. Lucie County. According to the Florida Realtors Association, the median home sale price in St. Lucie County in February was $350,000, up 27% from last year, while condo values rose by 11%, with the median price at $285,000. St. Lucie County's unemployment rate dropped slightly in February to 3.5% compared to January's 4%. Statewide, the unemployment rate dropped to 3.3%. The largest increase in the labor force in the Treasure Coast was in leisure and hospitality with 2,900 new jobs, followed by transportation and utilities with 1,800 new jobs, and construction and trades with 1,200 new jobs. If you're a local business looking for skilled or trained labor, be sure to contact the staff at CareerSource as they can assist your company with its recruitment and training needs. And if you're an individual looking for a job, they can help you as well. Visit CareerSource online at careersourcerc.com or call 1-866-4U2-HIRE. Welcome back to Inside St. Lucie. I'm your host, Eric Gill, and I'm joined by St. Lucie County Commission Vice Chair.
Good morning.
Franny Hutchison, Commissioner, thank you so much. And Maite Santamaria. Right?
Santamaria, that is
Got
correct.
it right, thank you. She's our new Planning and Development Services, but not Director, but not necessarily new to St. Lucie County. You've come back to us.
That is correct. I had the fortunate opportunity to be here in 2018 for a year, and now that this new opportunity came up, I was so happy to come back.
And you were in the Planning Department, and this is your first time on Inside St. Lucie, so thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I was with the Planning Department before as the Assistant Director, and I was learning from Leslie Olson through the process, and now that she's left, I've been able to take that position over.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you back. Tell us a little bit about your background in planning, because you've worked in local government for a while.
I have, and actually I started in state government. So I started with the Department of Community Affairs, which is known as the State Land Planning Agency. It is now known as the Department of Economic Opportunity. But in that role, I reviewed comprehensive plans and land development codes and even development orders for the designated areas of critical state concern throughout Florida. So I worked with many jurisdictions in terms of their comp plans and codes and so forth. And from there, I went to the Department of Environmental Protection in their Coastal Zone Management Program and worked with most of the coastal jurisdictions on their projects and proposals that could have impacts to coastal resources. And from there, I went to Monroe County. I started as the Assistant Director of Planning and Environmental Resources and ultimately ended up as the Senior Director of Planning and Environmental Resources. And there I had planning, which included current planning, long-range planning, affordable housing, transportation planning, environmental resources, marine resources, and GIS. So it was a very large and broad department.
She was working on a lot of our stuff and didn't even realize it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to know how you do affordable housing in the Keys.
So that actually is a huge issue and was one of my main topics the whole time that I was there. And most of the strategies were we waived impact fees, we waived building permit fees. The county actually purchased land and leased it back for like $1 to developers if they maintained the property affordable for in perpetuity, actually. And we had a lot of other strategies like density bonuses and height waivers and so forth to try to encourage affordable housing.
And Commissioner, I'm sure you're going to want her to bring some of those strategies here to St. Lucie County,
Yes,
because I know
because
that's
that
been
is
a topic
something.
for the
Yes,
board.
it has been for a couple
or
of years
workforce
now.
housing is like we like to call it now.
Yes.
And actually we did transition to workforce housing as well, where you actually had to have an employment component to the housing. You had to earn at least 70% of your income within the county so that you could qualify for the housing, because we wanted to make sure that it wasn't necessarily just for retirees or people coming, that don't earn an income and just wanted to live in the housing. We wanted it truly to be for the workforce.
Awesome. Well,
So
Commissioner,
right there's a good idea.
it is a great idea, right? You're taking notes. Commissioner, over the years that planning, and now it's called Planning Development Services, but when I started the county it was Growth Management, and much like the Communications Division, our name has changed over the years from Media Relations to Communications.
Well, and I think it's because of all the requirements and the things that those departments are being asked to do. It expands, and
Sure.
more things come into it instead of just St. Lucie County TV. Your department does much more than just that, as far as communicating to the public and keeping up social media sites and so forth. No different than with planning. Theirs has blossomed, if you will, in that department. So it evolves.
Sure,
So the name
sure.
change doesn't change the function. It includes more to that function is
It
how
does.
I look at it.
And it moves around, because I know at one point tourism, when I first started the county, was under Growth Management
Oh, I
and
didn't know
Planning.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Economic Development. Now, you guys still play a role in economic development, but now tourism's under administration, and so things move around. But let's talk about the different departments under Planning and Development Services. So there's obviously the planning and building.
Correct. So there's the planning division, which really does the implementation of the comp planning code and reviewing site plans and providing guidance to developers for their project concepts. So they may come in with a pre-app. You sort of guide them through what are the requirements and then how do you get to the next step and what is your approval process. Once you've received that approval process, you typically interact then with the building department and permitting. And that's where you review all your building permits for compliance with local codes as well as the Florida Building Code. And then as you go through there and actually get your permit issued, you interact with our inspections division, where then they inspect all the steps of construction to ensure that it's safe. After that, hopefully you never interact with our code compliance department, which is the department that hopes to maintain the safety and the welfare of our community and keep it sort of a vibrant community and ensuring that our codes and your property is maintained. And our goal is always compliance, although we do have a mechanism that if unfortunately there isn't compliance, there is an enforcement mechanism through a code enforcement board. We have contractor licensing, so those individuals that want to become a licensed contractor can go through that process to get licensed and recognized within the county. We have GIS, which is actually our Geographic Information Systems, and they provide services throughout the county where they provide geographic information in a database and can display it on a map. And actually, I did want to highlight that there is a tool out there that's available to not only the county departments, but the public at large, 24/7 online. And it is under Mapping and GIS if you're looking at the county departments. Under Interactive Maps, there's a land use viewer. And with that tool, you can pull up any property with an address or a parcel ID, and you can see your zoning, you can see all the parks, you can see communication towers, you can see zip codes. It's all on a layer list, and actually it's very beneficial, particularly to our real estate industry, because we get phone calls all the time of what is the zoning of this property. And actually they can have it right out on their phone, on their tablet, or on their home computer or work computer, and they can access it in the evenings even as well.
Yeah, Zillow's not always accurate, so it's
No,
good you
definitely
double check.
not.
No, it's not. And I'm going to follow up on what Maite said, because it's really crucial you have a lot of people, especially with so many people looking to move to this county, who are driving, Sunday driving, if you will, looking, can I build a house on this lot, or the sale for sale signs in front? And it's helpful to even the public
Oh,
to just pull it
absolutely.
up right away and see, is it zone commercial
Yeah.
or is it industrial, or what's the surrounding
Absolutely.
area
Sure.
around them, so that they know before they try to put a residential home, you've got commercial on 3 sides of you. That might be something you'd want to question.
And even if it's not developed, there's a layer that shows the development approvals.
Right.
So it's a color on the screen. You click on that color, and you can see what was previously approved on your adjacent properties.
Yeah, GIS has been great with us in the website because they've helped us put some of those interactive maps up. You know, whether it's to find local parks and the different amenities that they have, or like you said, even know your jurisdiction, who's your commissioner.
Absolutely.
You put your address in and it populates and shows you what district you're in, or whether you're in city of Fort Pierce, the city in Port St. Lucie, because you can't always go just by the postal address. As commissioner,
Right.
you know your district. You've got one side of the street may be city, and the other side of the
county,
street is county.
and,
Yeah.
and we just recently had a call come in about garbage.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there looking at it, and and I know right where the street is, because it is in my district, and I pass it all the time. And it was like, it showed county, and I'm going, but that's in the city limits. And sure enough, it was one of those when we dug down deeper, because actually the property appraiser site was wrong, and it took going into it, and it had changed. It was one of those little niches, if you will,
Yeah.
that it was across the street with city, but he was in the county
Yeah.
on the other side. So it is
Interesting.
helpful.
So, Eddie, you're coming back to St. Louis County at an interesting time. The building permits have, we've been booming again. And, if you go back, Commissioner, I know you've been on the board a while now, and here as long as I have, almost, or longer than me, on and off. But there have been times where we've had this ebb and flow
Yes.
of housing booms, and
Yes.
we're kind of at another peak boom. Are you concerned about that?
Not as
and how-
concerned as I was the first go round.
Sure.
It took a while for the county to recover after the first one.
In 2010,
You know,
yeah.
Yes, but however, I think we're more prepared this time around for it, and we're more cautious. There is a need for the housing of all levels, if you will, and from the economic side, from the business side of it also. And I hate to say it, but I'm proud to say it. We've been that secret that's finally been discovered. We were discovered once and probably a little bit forgotten afterwards, but I think this time it's in cement, if you
Yeah.
will, for lack of, we've been discovered huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Mike,
We-
the numbers, the charts don't lie, right?
The charts
Yeah.
don't lie. We are actually at our highest moment right now for building permits. We are almost at 1,100 just for the month of March, which is astronomical for our department. I can say the majority of that is single family, which seems to be the demand. Everybody needs housing, as the commissioner said, at all levels. And for our planning department, in terms of pre-apps and development projects, we are 100% over last year's numbers. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but
Sure.
it is astronomical in the desire to be here.
Yeah, and let's talk, because I want to clear some myths, or, a lot of times on social media, big projects come forward and they think, oh, the county's pushing this. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we can't, and I think back a few years ago with the drug rehab facility on the island, and people didn't want it, they didn't want you guys to vote against, but we can't stop a person who owns a piece of property from coming forward and saying, I want to do this. I want to change the zone to this. I'm asking for your permission. We can't prevent them to come. You can deny it, but you can't stop them from at least making the
No,
application.
and that falls under the Florida property rights,
Yeah.
especially if someone, and as you said, Maite, they have the opportunity, and many times they are encouraged to meet with staff
Absolutely.
so that they
Pre-app.
understand and go over. And a lot of times that's done at no cost. I mean, you can bring in a drawing, this is what I'd like to do as pre-development, and they'll kind of walk you through, this is what you're going to be up against, this is what's surrounding you, you're going to need, that process is there
Yeah.
before they're spending huge amounts of funding on engineers
Sure.
and buying property themselves, and then, or it's contingent upon.
Yeah.
But in regards to that, everyone has that right to come in and ask, and it's never been told that they couldn't. They're encouraged to even go out to the neighborhoods and do a neighborhood meeting with their neighbors, actually, to let them be aware of what they want to do there and get feedback from their neighbors. It's better to hear it then and try to address any issues versus sitting on the floor there at the Board of County Commissioners.
At
and
11
you're
o'clock
hearing-
at night.
And you're hearing
A
it
lot
for
of
the first
opposition.
time. Well, and it comes out of the blue because they may not have been aware.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know I encourage ones that come in, whether it's a single-family homeowner coming and doing it, or if it's the developer coming in the same way with businesses. You know, businesses that will impact a neighborhood of any type. So you want them to be either welcomed or be very much aware of what they're going to be, what could be there.
Sure.
So they have the right to come in front of us. That does not give them the right to have a yes vote having done that.
Sure.
The board does their background and makes sure, as does the staff,
Yep.
you know, and making sure that all the I's were dotted and the T's are crossed and all of that good stuff. And then it allows the time for the public to really input.
Yeah, yeah. So I know recently, and I don't get too much in the weeds, but there was a mining operation that was, again, pre-app, nothing official had been submitted, but we did a town hall meeting, and some of the comments online were, you know, the commissioners are pushing this. Again,
No.
it's an education
No, it's a way
and
to get it out.
information. Yeah.
Right, it's a way to get the information out well in advance of it actually going through the process, and also well in advance for both just the neighborhood, the surrounding areas, but also for the applicant.
Sure.
To
know,
understand this
yeah.
is what you're going to have to answer before you come before a
Sure,
board.
because sometimes some of those bigger projects aren't just us that
No.
require permits, right? There's South
Oh.
Florida Water Management District, or other
Army
water
Corps,
management,
if
Army
they're
Corps,
Army
sure.
Corps,
DEP, if there's wetlands. I
Yeah.
mean, there's many other agencies that are involved. They have to work out their utilities. They have to work out their access. It might be a county road. It might be a city
Traffic
road.
studies, yeah.
Absolutely. So
And
there's
that's where,
all kinds of steps.
and there is a development. We love acronyms in government. DRC, the Development Review Committee, that sits down and goes over these. So it isn't just us looking at a lot of these
no,
developments.
this is
that come in.
a team effort. It does include the planning department, the environmental resources department, engineering, public works, utilities, the fire district, the sheriff's office, the other utilities for the other jurisdictions. It's a very broad group, and it depends on what the project is. So if it's near the airport might be involved, the FAA may be involved. So we try to encapsulate the team that needs to be there to review every project and to provide guidance to that developer and to answer questions to the public.
Yeah. Now, with this increase in permitting we've seen, we're also trying to increase our technology. Like you mentioned, the GIS web mapping, we're also going now to an online permitting system.
Yes, we are, and we're very excited about it. It's about a 4-year process, and we've launched a new program. It's a new online portal that provides a one-stop shop for planning, permitting, code compliance, and contractor licensing. And it's not just through our department. You can actually get your permits for Environmental Resources Department, the Public Works Department as well. And it's a process where you can sign up for an account. It's free. It takes about 2 minutes to sign up. And you can apply for anything online now.
Even hot water heater replacement.
Absolutely. All your permits
Simple
can go
stuff
through that.
to the bigger planned unit developments or PUDs.
That is correct, and there's a tool there that assists you in deciding what type of application you need to apply for. There's actually a search tool as well if you know already what you need to apply for. And there's your favorites get saved as you use the application more and more. So the applications you use most often will be at the top of the list. So let's say if you're an AC contractor and you only do ACs, it'll just be there and ready to go. And you can actually save a template of the type of application you want to submit, and then you just update it with the property, their client, and so forth. And with that application, you can add in subcontractors, you can add in your clients, you can add in other design professionals. They can all be part of that application, see the entire process, and for each and every applicant, you get your own dashboard, where when you log on, you can
So you
see
customize
all your applications at what stage they're at, when is the next meeting, when is your next inspection, what review comments are there and outstanding that you need to address, and it's actually color coded as well. So if there's something that you need to address, it'll be in red, and you'll actually see a little exclamation point, so that you can stay on top of it as well and move through that process quickly and seamlessly and watch the progress as it goes through for every application.
And I'm going to follow up on this one a little bit because we've often I'm excited about this program first. Like Maite said, it's been 4 years in the making. COVID kind of slowed things down. But however, the county really stressed making sure it works.
Yeah.
Is it going to be user friendly? I mean, we put a lot of emphasis on the ability for the public to use this. And so there was a lot of trial and error through what type of software to get in the very beginning. And so right now we're going through that learning curve trying to get it launched up. The staff's been in training. I know I've asked for the commissioners to be able to be trained on it also, so we can help to explain to people. But going back to your comment, Maite, about the contractor or whomever's putting their permit on, this also allows in many cases where, say you're having a pool put in, and your contractor's doing all the work. This allows then the applicant to actually follow through and did that permit get put through? Because there's been many times in the past when people are busy. Not intentionally, I truly believe it's not done intentionally, but they're not put in when they say they're put in. And the applicant's pointing the finger, you know.
The contractor goes, oh yeah, we took care of it. We're waiting on the county. Now the resident can go look
and when I've gone to go double check, it's never even
been.
It's there for everyone to see, and you can actually see what the steps are, what the comments. So it's just as good for the actual builder and the applicant themselves of who's actually doing it, you know, having the work done for them.
And the public at large, they can go look and see what's going on their street. They see a lot being cleared, they can, you know, go on. And if it's in the unincorporated, in Garden City, it wouldn't be.
And to your point, there's actually a map tool within this program as well, where you can go and pull up a parcel ID or an address, and you can just look around to see what development is occurring there. And actually, as a contractor or as an applicant, let's say you wanted to do a fence at your house, you can pull up your property with the map, look at it, confirm that it is your property, and apply directly from that map tool. It'll take you directly to that application, and you just walk through the steps to apply for your fence. Another thing that applicants have said is a big deal and that they're very happy about is the inspection process. So with this new program, not only can you request next day inspections, but you can actually schedule them in advance for future dates. Our current system, or our prior system, didn't allow that. You could only do next day inspections, but particularly for contractors that have lots of permits going on, they may schedule things out a week, 2 weeks in advance now, which was never an item that they could do before, which is really convenient for everybody. And the other thing that we've heard about is online payments. So we didn't have that ability before, and now you can pay at any point in time. You can see what invoices are still outstanding and pay through an e-check or a credit card, and it's super convenient. It's just like Amazon, so it's an easy process to go through.
Awesome. And then we started soft launch in late April, and we're still working out some kinks. Anytime you've got, you know, new software rolling out, there's always going to be, just like new construction or renovation, more so than new construction.
You always find a surprise.
You always there was not supposed to be a pipe in this wall.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's same thing with web development. There's wait, this isn't working on this browser, or you know. So, but there are tutorials up there. I know our staff has helped with some of the videos and getting them up on the website to let people help walk them through the process.
Absolutely. If anybody goes to our Planning and Development Services webpage, on the very top there's an Enter Gov button, and you can click there. There are PDF guides and videos to walk you through the process, and obviously you can always call our department if you have questions to walk through it.
And the company we went with has done this for other municipalities, so it's you know, kind of an industry, new industry standards.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody's going to electronic permitting at this point.
And the other good thing about this is it is time saving, not only from timing, but also from a financial standpoint. It becomes very quick, and it saves time and money where they're not having to drive to the county building to drop off. Everything is submitted online, and you're doing it in real time, basically.
Absolutely.
You know, you're seeing where your application is or what's missing. It could be the electrical layout. I'm just using it, you know, of it wasn't submitted, and you're knowing immediately, not waiting to go back to the office for somebody to look at a handprint, you know, basically that was turned in. You'll see it immediately.
Yeah, you quickly text the other contractor, hey, send me that, and I'll upload it and be done with it.
And you can even add that other contractor. If they're part of that application, they could submit it directly themselves as part of that application.
Perfect.
You just have to add them to as a contact.
Even better. You don't have to take it all on yourself. You can put the team together and let them take care of their part.
Absolutely.
So, and then I'm just going to emphasize, just on the other side of it, as much technology as we have, and we're trying to push out for the public to be able to use the old-fashioned way, if you will, if you're still able to come into the offices
you are
sit
still
down
able.
and go through it, if you'd rather prefer to do it that way.
We still have a planner of the day, right?
Right.
We still have a planner of the day, a plans
This isn't
examiner.
going to replace that by no means.
It won't be press one to speak to somebody live, right?
No, well, that's not the intent of it. We're still there.
Yeah. Well, and it seems like it's, like you said, other local governments have been doing this, and we're stepping up and moving into the 21st century, and but you said too, Commissioner, we talked about patience, right? We're all getting used to this new
Yes.
system,
Yes.
so give us a few weeks or a month or two to work out all the kinks.
Well, and it's also, if you find issues, as you're using it, make that known to us so that we can go in and correct it. We won't know it unless you say
Absolutely.
so.
Yep.
Because we're already so intricately involved in it.
That's a
Things
very
get
good
missed,
point, especially because they'll see a different interface than
Right.
we do.
We do,
We do
yeah.
the internal side, they're seeing the external
Public
side
is,
of that.
yeah.
So if they see a glitch there or something that could be corrected,
Or
we
if it's
definitely
not
want to know it.
user-friendly as we
Absolutely.
thought it would be.
Absolutely. Or like we know, because we do the websites, what looks right on a Safari or Google Chrome browser may not look right in Safari or the different browsers, because you never know. We may still have people using Windows 98 in this community logging in.
You never know.
Probably in this building, actually. There's probably some old machines. But we mentioned code earlier, and I know we're getting short on time, but code has an amnesty program, and we talked about
Yes.
the mechanism of enforcement. We will fine if we have to. Compliance is always the first goal, but we know there's sometimes the law has to step in and issue some fines. But the last 5 years now, I think we've had an amnesty program
Yes.
for people who have built up too many fines and liens against their property. They can rectify their issues, prove that they have, and get it back to code, and only pay 10% of their total outstanding fines,
Yes.
correct?
That is
That's
absolutely correct, and that program has been very successful. We've been able to help about 200 homeowners through that program, and as you said, compliance is key. So as long as you can get your property 100% compliant, and then everything else is reduced to 10% of the fines, and if you pay that within 30 days, you're good to go.
Yeah, and this was originally, I think it was a 1 month thing. It was the month of June, and then the second year let's do June and July, and this year I
Right.
think we started in April.
That is correct.
And
We're
it
having
goes-
a 90-day period now where people can apply because we want people to take advantage of this. We
Yeah.
want them to come into compliance.
Yeah, and what do you think it is? Is it sometimes just absentee owners who've let their parcels go, or just financial hardships, or combination?
I think both of those.
Yeah.
It could potentially be that somebody's elderly or injured, and maybe they can't keep up with the yard care, and so they have overgrown, vegetation. Or maybe it's a property owner that they don't realize the renters have, sort of taken advantage and put junk and debris
trash,
outside.
debris, yeah.
Exactly. So there could be many situations.
Sure.
And we try to work with everyone on an individual basis.
Yeah.
If they're working with and keeping in constant communication with code, once they get that notice, as you say, compliancy is the goal here. So there's a lot of leeway, if you will, and I know it's frustrating on the other side if you're the neighbor looking at it or something,
Yes.
you want it done immediately, but there are state laws that prohibit that. There has to be a 30-day notice, and everything goes through a process, fortunately and unfortunately,
Yeah.
depending on where you sit on it. But I want to emphasize another thing. The state recently changed, and a lot of people were upset about this because I've gotten calls about it, when they realized that used to be that you could call in an anonymous.
I was going to bring that up.
And now the state had passed a law last year, it had gone into effect, that now everything has to be documented for transparency. So you do have to give a name or number
Yes.
and stuff of who's calling in the complaint. And that has kind of have a lot of people on edge. And as a commissioner, I've been called, can you call it? No, I'm not allowed to because my name goes on there.
Sure.
And being part of the county, we're not ones that actively go out and do that. We're more of a reactive.
Sure.
So we can look, and if it's a health safety situation, that becomes another ballgame. But we also have in the past, over this year, have worked closely with the Sheriff's Department in regards to that issue of it.
Okay, so we can have maybe law enforcement officers now. Can they report code issues? 'Cause I
I'm
know
not
there's
sure
some-
how that works
Yeah,
because
I'll talk to
the
Kathy.
instance the reason I bring that up is because I had gotten a call about an abandoned car on county right-of-way within a neighborhood, and the license tag was off and everything else. And of course, the caller did not want their name associated with it. And because of legal already telling me, well, you can't really do it yourself either, code go down and verify that the vehicle was there. And after talking with legal, because it was on the county right-of-way, it could be considered suspicious because the tag was off of it. I mean, it could have been a stolen vehicle
Sure,
that
sure.
was abandoned. It could have been something used in a crime, whatever. So we actually contacted the sheriff's department, and they went and checked it out, and it was removed, type of thing. But those are issues we're starting to run into with the new law changes at the state with code
I'd be
and
curious to
stuff.
see statewide if there's been a decrease in code complaints because of that new law. Just
My guess
Yes.
is yes,
Yeah.
throughout the state,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think that was generally the intent, was to reduce the amount of complaints, because people are reluctant
Yeah.
to provide their name. They don't want to have a dispute with their neighbors.
No,
So-
they
not
don't.
me.
but
I go right to their door and knock on it. And say, hey, you gonna clean that up?
and I can see both sides. I can see both sides
Yes,
of it.
absolutely.
But the point is, you know, we're trying to work within the confines of the law that we
Yep.
have to follow. But also, it is a good tool to keep, as Maite said in the very beginning, our quality of life
Yeah, absolutely.
and so forth.
Yeah, we can keep the neighborhoods
So-
looking good.
You know, you don't want somebody putting in pipes that weren't permitted and flooding their neighbors, you
Absolutely.
know, those types of things.
Or-
We talk
or
about
filling
the
in
visual look,
culverts.
but there's also the other side of it that are really and truly detrimental to a
Yeah,
neighborhood.
absolutely. Yeah, there's the health and safety aspect
Yes.
of unfenced pools and
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
yep.
you get the big wins, our house has been vacated and
Yep.
the pool's turned green,
Yep.
you know, kind of
Kids-
into neighborhoods.
Yep. There's critters and whatever living in it, and yeah, it's not good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're running short on time. We got to get Maite to a budget meeting. So, is there anything else that Commissioner that you
no, I
wanted
just
to
want to,
mention?
first off, I want to thank Maite for being here today. I'm excited about this new program, and I know when you were here prior, you were involved in it at the very beginning
Absolutely.
stages, so this is like she's come back home
I've come
again.
full circle.
There you go, and getting ready to pull the plug on it. And I would encourage all of the public to at least look at the site and learn what is available, so that you are able to talk to your contractors and or be able to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, on different permits.
And I know
things.
the planning department has had some meetings in the commission chamber with the
Yes.
developers and the building folks to walk them through the process. And,
Absolutely,
Right.
and we've actually posted that online as well, so that you can watch that video yourself.
yeah.
You know, the other thing I would just encourage, you know, it might be worth, once we've got some of the kinks worked out, to just do an open house type thing for the average public. Not
Yeah.
when I say average, I mean
Yeah, yeah.
the one who wants to get a permit for
Or
a
for
house.
An owner
Like
builder
here,
or
yeah,
something,
an owner
yeah.
builder. And let them have the ability to come, just like we do for developers and so forth. Let them have the ability
Yeah.
to come, type of thing, and learn it. and
That's a
walk
good
through.
point. And we
Yeah.
actually did create 2 kiosks downstairs in our lobby as well. And we have staff trained, so that if somebody comes in prior to that, let's say potentially, we can walk them through the process right there at the kiosk.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So.
All right. Well, Maite, anything else you want to mention?
No, I just encourage everyone to come use that program, learn about the program, check out our website. We do a lot of stuff, and that web map application on mapping and GIS is a great tool, so I hope everybody checks that out
Yeah,
as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for the time today.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with some latest construction projects with the Construction Zone. St. Lucie County's Erosion District wrapped up a beach renourishment project along 3.3 miles of South Hutchison Island from Normandy Beach to the Martin County line. Permitted by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, contractor Great Lakes Dredge and Dock out of Jacksonville, Florida, placed roughly 480,000 cubic yards of sand on the beach using offshore floating pipes and heavy equipment to help stabilize the shoreline. This federally approved beach renourishment project took place during April, with crews working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to lessen the impact on sea turtle nesting. Sea turtle monitoring took place daily within the construction area. All sea turtle nests laid within the proposed project area were relocated outside the project by a qualified environmental consultant working with Ecological Associates per our state and federal permits. Roughly 35% of this $11.3 million project was funded through state and federal contributions. The planting of native dune vegetation consisting of sea oats, railroad vine, and dune sunflowers was also included in the project to help naturally stabilize the sand. Brightline, the high-speed train project running from Miami to Orlando, has updated its intersection closings on North Causeway, A1A Fort Pierce, which is taking place now through May 16th. That intersection will be down to a single lane with multiple lane closures throughout this period. One lane will be open in each direction for the majority of the work schedule. Flaggers will be present at all times. Pedestrian traffic will be allowed through. However, there will be a full closure of the railroad crossing between Old Dixie Highway and Harbortown Drive on Monday, May 2nd from 6 p.m. to Tuesday, May 3rd at 6 a.m. Traffic during this one-day closure will be diverted to Vero Beach. The work will bring necessary crossing improvements, including new railroad crossing signals, crossing gates, pedestrian gates, and roadway asphalt improvements in preparation for the additional second railroad track. Those impacted by the crossing work are encouraged to sign up for Brightline updates by texting A1A to 888-384-0037. Pecos Road has reopened following an emergency order to replace a collapsed culvert that failed in December. Haley Engineering Contractors, FDOT's contractor on the Kings Highway project, was awarded the contract to perform the work to help expedite this closure since the vendor was already mobilized on site. The culvert replacement work was subcontracted to a local contractor, Johnson Davis Inc. While Pecos Road has reopened to traffic, the final completion of this project is expected by the middle of July. Work continues on the $1 million roadway improvement project on Seminole Road. Crews are installing a guardrail and millings as part of the county's effort to reduce maintenance costs and improve safety. The 2.5-mile project from Indria Road to Immokalee Road will include the realignment of the road with drainage and utility modifications. The project should be completed in August of this year. Contractors working on this project include TSI and South Florida Land Clearing. Swale maintenance continues as the water quality staff works to get ahead of the rainy season, including work along the Melville Road stormwater treatment area and portions of Indian River Estates and Lakewood Park. Swale maintenance is scheduled through the end of May and will resume again in October. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Inside St. Lucie, and we hope you'll tune in again next month. If you have topics or subjects you'd like to see covered here on the program related to St. Lucie County, give us a call at 772-462-1791 or send us an email at pio@stlucieco.org. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at St. Lucie Gov. We hope you'll follow us there. And if you'd like to see previous aired episodes of this or other SLC TV programs, visit our YouTube page at YouTube/St. Lucie Gov. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County, and for myself and the staff, thanks for watching.